Hello dear students and welcome back. In today's video we'll learn about conditionals and relational operators. Conditionals are very important thing in not just Linux or script but also in programming in general, and they enable us to execute a piece of code or a Linux command based on conditions. So if that condition is met, we execute the condition. Otherwise, we don't execute it. Let's get started here. First, I want to define a variable, and this variable will be value 1. All right. Then here I will type if, then open brackets, then say if a is greater than, let's say, 0, right? Then echo maybe variable a is, actually let's do it this way, variable a, all right, is greater than 0, right? Then v. So let me explain. Here we are defining first a variable, then here we are writing the condition. We are saying if variable a, the value of a, is greater than, so this is a relational operator. There are many more, but this one will check for greater than. So if this value to the left is greater than the value to the right, all right, then, all right, do something, and then phi, which is the opposite of if. It's not a shorthand for finish. So this to denote the end of this if block code, block of or instruction. All right. So let's save this, clear everything here, run. Variable a is greater than 0 because 1 of course is greater than 0, and I want you to take a good care of how we have spaces between everything. If you get them without spaces here, this will not work. Let me prove it to you. If I remove spaces, right, save, run, doesn't work, right? So keep spaces always. Very important thing. Now, what if a was -1? So in this case, all right, if we run, we don't get any output. Maybe we want to do something if this condition is not met. In this case, it's not met. So how we can do that? We can do that with what we call else statement. So else, echo can say, actually, let me just, no, let's keep doing this. Variable a, all right, is not greater than 0. So now if I run this code, this, all right, variable a, -1, is not greater than 0. So what is happening here is that we are checking for this condition. We only execute this code, like anything we put inside here, any command we put inside here. Maybe, for example, we can add print working directory, right? We can do that. You can put any code you want. So this block of code, this block of instruction of commands here will only execute only if this condition is true. Any other condition, any other way, this code will execute, or this command. Sorry for keeping saying code. Programming. I am programmer. I have background in programming, Python, Java, and so on. So I am used to saying code, but that's fine. So, okay, this is very awesome. So if it's greater than, we'll do this. Any other way, we'll do this. But how about we want to do something specific for the case when value of a is exactly 0. How we can do that? Well, in this case, what we can do, we can say else if, all right, then add the condition here. So a equals 0. Not forget the space here. And down here, we'll say, let's say, echo, all right, variable is exactly 0. And let me remove this one here. We don't need that. Save it. And now run. Parser error near else. Let me go back here. I got forget. Then save. Go back here, run, and you can see variable the value of a set that to be 0. Silly mistake. Go back, run, variable is exactly 0. All right, so now you can see we can put as many conditions as we want, and based on the condition we can execute a particular command. You can add as many if statements here as you want. It's up to you totally. Now let me introduce you to the rest of these relational operators. So this one is greater than. We've got less than, right? So less than. We've got equal. So this check here for equality. We've got not equal. So not equal. Let's see what else we've got here. Greater than, less than. We've got also greater or equal. So this will check for if the value is greater than or equal to. We've got also LE, which is less than or equal to. All right, we've got not equal to. Also, we've got dash a. This is and, logical and we've got o, which is logical or, and yeah, I think that's all of them. So let me show you how we can use dash a and dash o, which is and or here. So I will write another if statement. So here I will say if, let's use this variable a. All right, so if a is, let's say, less than 3 and variable a equal 0, in that case echo two conditions are met. B. All right, let's go back here, clear, run. two conditions are met. So basically AND is used to combine multiple conditions. And when you do that, both conditions must be true in order for AND or for this if to return true. While OR, at least one of these conditions should be true for this condition to return true. So if this is true, this is false. For OR, it will return true and this condition will execute. But for AND, both of them should be true in order for this to execute.